Hello, Mark Romero here. Welcome to another episode of the Harmonize Your Life podcast, where every week we bring in music, mindsets, inspiration, motivation to help you to heal your life, awaken your consciousness, and unlock your potential to compose the life of your dreams. Today, I wanted to talk about bringing your passion, your purpose, your calling forward into the world. You know, because within you is a song. That song, that's your passion, that's your calling. That's why you came here to play the game of life. And it is the expression of that passion, that calling, that's going to transform your life experience. And ultimately, it's going to be a catalyst for transformation and change on the planet. This year, we are all being called to a higher level of being true to the callings within our heart and within our soul. So today, I wanted to share some mindsets that could help you bring your purpose, your passion forward into the world so that you can, yes, transform your life experience, but also to shine light into this planet, because that's the key. That's what's going to change things in the world that we live in today. So let's jump right in. Here we go. First principle. First of all, number one, if you're going to step into doing this, you got to let go of the old way of doing things. They're not going to work anymore. Believe me, I know. Okay, I'm a recovered CEO, executive manager guy, sales guy. It was all about hard work and pounding and making phone calls and doing all the things necessary. None of that stuff worked when I stepped into this new version of who and what I was, when I started pursuing what was in alignment with my heart, my passion, my calling. Now, why is that? Well, I always like to go back to the analogy of the radio dial. You know, when you're in your day job and you've got your career and you've got all this stuff and you're working hard and doing those different things, you're operating, let's say, at 88.5 on the radio dial. When you step into bringing your purpose, your passion forward into the world, you're moving up the dial. You're now operating, let's say, at 92.7. And what worked at 88.5 will not work at 92.7. Believe me, I tried. You know, I thought I'd try one hand tied behind my back, my blindfolded. None of it worked. And you have to be open to embodying new ways of being to create success, fulfillment, passion, to show up as to help others, to shine your light into the world. You have to be open to a whole new way of how it is that you go about being, how it is that you go about doing the things that you need to do to shine your light into the world. So, the second step, don't wait for all the hows. You know, how am I going to do this? How am I going to bring this to fruition? It doesn't work that way. See, back in the old days, you had a business plan and the steps, and you implemented that business plan and all that good stuff. Doesn't work that way in this domain, especially when you're stepping into doing something that you absolutely do not know how to do. So be open to starting the journey, to starting today. You're not going to have steps 1 through 12. You have where you're at right now, where it is that you want to go. That's all you need to get started. Great analogy to kind of bring that in to perspective is that of the GPS. When you enter in your desired destination in the GPS, it doesn't give you all the instructions at once. No, it only starts giving them to you as you begin to move forward. So start today. Start moving forward in how it is that you can express your passion, your purpose, your calling into the world. And what's going to happen? The ultimate GPS, which is the universe, which is all the information that's available in the universe, that's available to you, is going to start making itself known. All of the hows, all of the steps, all of the turns, everything that you need to do to reach that end result. So, start moving today. Be clear on where it is that you want to go, how it is that you want to unfold into it. Begin now and allow and listen through your heart, through your intuition, through your creativity, all of the hows that are going to show up, that are going to lead you to bringing that vision to fruition. Number 3, man, you have got to be committed to working on yourself, healing, resolving old issues, letting go of what's no longer serving you, because when you step into being true to your passion, your calling, and your purpose, you're going to bring to surface all kinds of things that need to be healed and reconciled. Okay, selling computer chips was easy for me back in the day. I used to do $1 million deals, huge dollar amounts. Yes, there was initially some fear, but once I started getting into it, man, it was just the norm. But when you step into expressing your authentic self and shining that light out into the world, man, all kinds of stuff is going to come to the surface. Man, I could do huge deals in the past. But when it came to that first day selling my CD for $12.95, I'm like, what if they say no? I'm going to feel so rejected. All of that stuff comes to fruition. So if you want to expand, if you want to grow, if you want to shine more light into the world, you've got to be extra diligent, extra committed, extra just willing to dive into and deal with everything that rises to the surface, because it's going to rise to the surface. It's going to rise for you to transmute it, transform it, heal it, forgive it, whatever it is that you need to do. And it's a great and grand opportunity. I always say this. If you are truly committed to expanding your consciousness and evolving and achieving higher levels of enlightenment, step in and be committed to fulfilling your purpose, because it's going to bring to the surface everything that you need to bring to let go, resolve, heal, and transmute. Excellent opportunity. Yes, is it challenging? It can be. Absolutely. But it is so worth it. Trust me on that one. Number 4 is, don't wait for coronavirus, the world to change to get started. When we experience circumstances like what we've experienced in 2020 and certainly 2021, we have a tendency to kind of like withdraw. We have a kind of a tendency, okay, I'm going to wait to see when all this stuff is ended before I can get started. No. Everything that's happening in the world is happening for your biggest, greatest, and grandest healing and evolution, okay? It's literally forcing us to move forward. Get into motion. Commit yourself now, today, to shining your light, bringing your purpose, your passion forward into the world. Don't wait for all this stuff to be over with. Honestly, I don't know if it's going to be over in this year. It certainly doesn't seem that way at this particular point in time, so why sit around and wait anymore? If you want to change everything that's happening in the world, be true to your light, be true to your calling, be true to your passion. Whether it's on a part-time or a full-time basis, whatever works for you. If you have a day job or you're a full-time mom or parent, start playing with your passion, your purpose right here, right now. Don't wait for the world to change in order for you to move forward and shine in your light and being true to the music that's within you. Interestingly enough, it's going to be moving forward and being true to the light and the music within that is going to change the world. So don't wait for the world to change in order for you to express yourself. The time is now. The time is now. We live in challenging times. And I think it's really easy for us to look out there and say, you know what, there's a lot of darkness. Well, that's why your light is so important today. Each and every one of us, you, me, everybody, we all play an important role in this thing called global transformation and change. I think we all can agree the world needs to change right here, right now. But that change is up to you and me. That change is up to each and every one of us, being true to what's in our heart, within our soul, and expressing that into the world, to be committed to working through this. So real quick, just to recap. Number 1, realize this. Let go of the old way of doing things. You're stepping into a whole new way of being, a whole new frequency range, a whole new station on the cosmic radio dial. That means you're going to have to operate at a whole completely different level. And you have access to all the information that's going to tell you how to do that as you move forward. So don't wait for the hows. Get started now, today. The hows will appear as you move forward towards your end goal, your end result, your dream, your vision. That's when the hows are right. Just like that GPS. Number 3, be committed, extra diligent in doing your healing. Feel everything that arises. Deal with your fears. Go and handle those unresolved issues. They're going to come to the surface. Welcome them. Bless them. This is the key to you shining your light brighter and brighter and brighter. And once again, that light is so much needed. And finally, don't wait for the world to change in order for you to get started. Don't wait for the economy to change. Don't wait for coronavirus to change. No, you get started now, today. Move forward. Now's the time. Now is the time. Now is the time. So no pressure, just gentle nudgings from the universe. This is what came up to be shared today. So this is a subject that's near and dear. It's passionate for me. I love this aspect of pursuing one's purpose, one's calling, one's passion, one's light. I am very well familiar with everything that arises. I mean, you literally have got to take down all the old paradigms that you had built your life upon and step into new, higher vibrational, higher consciousness mindsets that are going to transform your experience. And yes, that can be scary. It can be terrifying. But I did want to include a link in this description. I'm working with my mentoring program, the Harmonize Your Life mentoring program. It's a great and grand opportunity for those who are interested in becoming a more powerful catalyst for transformation and change on the planet, for bringing their purpose, their passion, their calling forward into the world in a most expansive way. I love to work with people in that space. And I have some spaces open right now for one-on-one session work. If it's something that's of interest to you, I invite you to come visit the page and apply for a discovery session. And be more than happy to set up a time to have a chat with you and to explore the possibility of me helping you being true to your music, bring your passion, your calling forward into the world so that you can become a more powerful catalyst for transformation and change on the planet. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune in today. Sending you all kinds of good vibrations to move forward and expressing your light, your music, your purpose into the planet. Take care. Have a happy and harmonious day.